Hi, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. I am really sorry that it has been since like December since I did a video. I'm diabetic, and diabetes type 1 is an autoimmune disease, so I do get sick a lot, and boy, I have been sick like every other week. Not just sick, but just like an abscessed tooth one week, and then my birthday came up, and I got sick directly after my birthday, so that was kind of good. I didn't get sick on my birthday. So I thought that maybe I could do an eyeshadow tutorial, since people on my Facebook really enjoyed a blue look that I had done. I thought I would do something sort of similar to that. So here we go. So I've already done the base. I'm going to be using this beautiful, wonderful, amazing palette that I love just so much, and it is just so pretty. I mean, look at that. I love it so much. I got this for Christmas, and it's honestly been one of my absolute favorites. Okay, so those are like identical. So we are going to take the black shade, and we're going to just pack that into the crease. Oh yeah, and so my process is I'm kind of just like dumpster fire, dumpster fire, dumpster fire, dumpster fire, and then I clean it up, and then it looks good and okay, and I'm just like, yeah. And that's what you see. You don't see the process, but it is a process. Anastasia Beverly Hills makes really good pigmented black eyeshadows. I've not found a lot of brands that could really make a good pigmented eyeshadow that is black and goes on really good in black with the first swipe. But out of all of the ones I've tried, I would say Anastasia Beverly Hills is the one that definitely has the most color payoff without having to build it up so much. This one, it's a Morphe palette. It came out during Pride Month last year, but they did a sale on Black Friday bringing it back, and I had to have it because it's so pretty and it's so colorful, and I love neutral looks, but I also really love a good colorful look. See, this is stage 1 of dumpster fire. Okay, then I take this like little flat one and kind of blend it out a little, cause them lines is harsh, boo. It's raining. My cat, I believe, really wanted to make an appearance, but I think she's a little camera shy, and where she's an all black cat, she shows up like a blob with eyes. So I promise though that she will make an appearance. She is a very good girl. Okay, and now we're going to take this almost identical crease brush and let's load it up with this one. It is called Love Wins, hashtag Love Wins. And I'm also going to mix it a little bit with this one right here beside it. because it's just got some really pretty like gold flecks in it, and I really like that. We're getting there. I've done this look before, not on the channel, but in person. That was more blue and green, and everyone really liked it. And I don't know, I'm just feeling kind of pinky purple today. I think it... I do notice that this palette has a good bit of fallout, actually. Which, I mean, it doesn't really bother me if I remember to get it off of my brush by tapping it against the palette before I put it on, because if you don't, you get fallout all right here. And I do my foundation first. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I don't know why. It helps me. I just think that it works better for me. But a lot of people do their eyebrows and eyeshadow first, and I just do not do that. Okay. Stage 2 of the dumpster fire. Okay, and once again, take our blending brush. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like garbage so far. But that is the creative process. Sometimes you gotta look like garbage to look pretty. You gotta work through the garbage phase, which kind of describes me growing up too. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to take this really little brush that I usually use for like my inner corner, and I'm going to do this one right here. I love this color because it's like a pink shift. I don't know if you can really tell. By the way, I am using a new ring light, so hopefully the lighting is not as bad. I am, however, using my phone and not my camera because it was pissing me off today. And I didn't want to start a YouTube video angry. So, if the sound quality is awful or anything, it's my fault. It's not you. It's not your phone. It's not your computer, your tablet, whatever you're watching this on. It's me. Just blending out the areas. Just more blending them together. You can kind of see the pink shift in that. Okay, so this look is like a half cut crease where the cut crease comes to about the middle of your eyelid. So what I do is I got this Wet n Wild flat brush, and I have my Eyes, Lips, and Face 16-hour camo concealer that has a little doe foot applicator. And what I do is I take a little bit. I really don't take that much because this step's real easy to mess up. So you put a little on, and then you look up, and it creates kind of a line for you. So see? And so I did the half cut crease so far, and I did not clean up the end because it's going to be pretty much black, dark purpley. You're not really going to see that part of it. And then disconnect. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this brush that I don't know what it's called, but it's like really densely packed. Once this dries. And I'm going to take this really dark purple here, and this one right above the black, which is a really sparkly black purple, and that is going to be the end of my eyelid. Purples are really difficult to blend, and you kind of just have to like pat them in because they get lighter if you rub them. So I kind of just pat it on. And I like to go almost completely to the center of my eyelid. Not quite, but almost there. Okay. And then flat top blending brush. Just to kind of blend the darker colors together. We're getting not so dumpster fiery. Okay. Looks good. So then I'm taking a brush like this, kind of just like a regular eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take this color Heart up here. It's a really light pink. Okay. Apparently this one's one you have to kind of pat it on too. In its defense though, it is a baby pink, and those can be a bit trickier to pigment, I guess, as well. A lot of harsh edges right now, but we gonna fix it. And blend the end with the dark shadow sort of into the light shadow. You have to make, you know, like a really soft gradient. Okay, and then the final thing I'm going to do to the eyeshadow itself is take this really sparkly white with this brush and sort of pat it on there too. Okay, so the end product is kind of like a really sparkly baby pink. This is one that, I don't really understand this shadow because in the pan, it's beautiful. You take your finger and you swatch it and it comes off beautiful. It's just a gorgeous color, but as you use brushes in it, it gets a weird milky look to it. I don't, it sounds funny because it's a white shadow, but I don't know, it's just weird. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm going to blend the hell out of it. So and if you're someone who really likes to do, you know, colorful eyeshadow looks, but you're kind of particular and you only use like 10 of your 4,000 brushes like me, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get one of those foam bun makers for your hair, and I'm fairly certain you can use that as a quick swatch change kind of eyeshadow brush cleaner, so you don't have to stop all the time to wipe your brushes off or whatever. Honestly kind of makes me think of like a galaxy, and I'm really digging it, to be honest. Okay, so for the bottom lash, which some people don't like to do, but I friggin' love it, I'm probably just going to take this color here, 1970, well no, actually I'm going to do Love Wins again. I'm going to pack that onto a nice, looks pink, a nice flat brush here. It is like a fuchsia magenta kind of color, less of a purple actually. But you see it in the pan and you're just like, yep, that there's purple. I don't know what it is. I'm also going to take this Truth one and use that at the very end. I don't know what it is that makes purple shadows just so difficult. But if you're working in sort of a small area, it's not as difficult. And you don't have to pat it and pack it in quite so much as you do when you're working with the whole lid. I'll also be doing neutral looks, by the way. This is not just a channel that does crazy colors. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to take that little teeny tiny brush I said I used for the inner corner, and I'm going to take this one right here that I used on the brow bone. And I'm just going to put it into my inner corner. Dragging it a little bit here onto my waterline. Okay. I love it. Alrighty. So that is my finished eyeshadow look. My next step is my liquid eyeliner. I prefer a felt tip because I have very shaky hands, and this is the ColourPop BFF liner in numero uno, and honestly I really love this. It's kind of like the Fenty eyeliner that stays on through a hurricane and a car accident and into the next night that you're wearing it. It works really well. It's super black and pigmented. I love it. So let's put on our winged liner and our lashes and show the finished product. Eyeliner. Okay, so for my top lashes, I like to use L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise, and for my bottom, I like to use L'Oreal Telescopic. I don't have a lot of luck with that one on my top lash for some reason. It's probably user error. You gotta make weird faces when you apply mascara. It's just kind of like the law. lashes for the top, for the bottom. This is the brush for that one. It's interesting. But for some reason, this one just does the absolute best job on my lower lashes. It's a very awkward close-up of my face. And then the last part, sorry, my makeup bag is down there. Usually everything is on my vanity, but it's messy and cluttered, and I didn't want that in the video. So my favorite highlighter is the Wet n Wild loose highlighter in, I believe it's I'm So Lit 396A. And I apply it with this brush. Don't know what it's called. Couldn't tell you. But I know she works great. And I tap my brush in a little. Get off the excess. Also, this is a step you really don't have to do. I know some people don't like maybe the look of highlighter. And that's okay. But I like to glow like the dang sun. A little boop. Okay. And now I will finish up with some lipstick and the look will be complete. For my birthday, I got my very first actually, Beauty Bakery lip whip. These suckers stay on through a hurricane too. My advice though is just don't put chapstick on directly before you apply it because it will not stay as well as it is meant to. I put this on before I even started my face makeup. The applicator is super great. So I have had an abscess tooth that I had pulled, but it has caused me to not be able to feel from about here to about here. So if my lipstick looks terrible right here, I cannot feel that part of my lip. So it feels like I'm putting it in the right spot, but I'm not. I usually use a lip liner with my lipstick, but it's really difficult to use to draw when you can't feel your lip. Lean it up a little. Let it dry. And last but not least is my favorite setting spray in the world right now. It's the Morphe by Jeffree Star, and it's starberry scented. Really, really works great for me, and the mist is so fine. I think it's actually strawberry scent. But it says starberry. No, that's a strawberry. Okay, well, this is the final look. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like my videos, and if there's anything you'd want to see, more neutral looks, more crazy looks like this, really anything, just let me know and I can do a few test runs and then make a video about it. So hopefully, yeah. It's a learning process, really is. My next look I'll probably use false eyelashes because I love those. But this eye's been super watery today. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is the finished look. I love it. It's very beautiful and sparkly. I love sparkle. Yeah. So, bye.